Yeah, so I watched the Golovkin-Murata fight. Man, that was some fight, really. Wow, that was really worth watching and worth having the Zone subscription, of course. For yeah. So since it was in Japan and I'm in Europe, continental Europe, that fight started around 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and as I said already, my prediction, I thought that there were two ways most likely this could go. Either a stoppage, a later stoppage by Golovkin, or a points victory for Murata, because I expected maybe, Murata would be able to just, win enough rounds to get a decision, at home also. So, as much as that counts. And sure enough, he started off really good. Murata was really, I mean, after the first round was kind of even, rather even. Maybe Golovkin, some man that Golovkin won it. Anyway, and the second and third round, Murata was very effective with his punches, but he just could not hurt Golovkin enough. And Golovkin's chin is really top notch still, which is quite amazing to see after all those hard fights and him just turning 40 yesterday. It was pretty amazing. And I was about, to say, oh, Golovkin is really finished now. By the fifth round, I believe he came back for the fourth round. Yeah, he won that round. And then again, the fifth, Murata was stronger and hit him with some really good punches. But still, he was unable to really get him in trouble. And in the sixth, Golovkin came back then and started landing his own big shots. And you could see it immediately almost that they had an effect on Murata, a serious effect, sorry. Um, because by the eighth round he looked pretty weakened, He wasn't the same guy anymore. Uh, I think Golovkin probably won the seventh as well. So by that point it was like, well, depends if you think that Golovkin won the first or not. If you do, then he was ahead by 1 point anyway, after 7 rounds. But maybe it could have been the other way as well. But anyway, uh, in the eighth, yeah, he started to really punish Murata, but he kind of, he endured till the end of the round. And then in the ninth again, he was landing some serious shots like with Murata against the ropes. And then Murata suddenly, to his credit, he bounced back. He started fighting back and landing some good punches. But then again, Golovkin, he's a true predator, So he landed this big, like, I think it was a left hook, I'm not sure too, which kind of grazed or hit the temple of Murata, and just like that he went down, and that was it. Even though he wasn't out or anything, he was like sat there and on the canvas and was like, you could see, well, he was not ready. He could not go on. So that was like like 44 seconds or something left of the ninth round. So I'm happy that my prediction, at least one of them, went down right. And yeah, I kind of had a feeling that Golovkin was able to pull something like this off, and so I have a feeling that pretty much like against Brook, he let Murata really empty his guns before he started, attacking seriously and you know just chopping him down. Because he was not very active in those second and third and fifth round. He definitely was taking a break and just waiting for Murata to kind of start you know, slowing down. But even before he slowed down, in the sixth round, he had a really good round, Golovkin, and I mean, he simply is the more experienced man from, of course, world title fights, and he still is the harder hitter, even though Murata has, he can hit, but he's still not such a devastating puncher as Golovkin is. And so, yeah, I mean, some people thought I was listening to my friend, buddy Jamie Bourne. Hell, a big shout out to Jamie Bourne and his punch perfect boxing. And he thought that probably Murata will retire now after this fight, and maybe so. I hope not. I think he has something still left in him, maybe a reason, but to fight on. But that's his choice, of course. So I mean, yeah, let's face it, it will not be so easy getting back. After losing your world title for the second time, or the third time actually. I believe this is the third time. Yeah. So the problem with Murata is that he was maybe pushed a little too soon towards these big fights, but still, he did well against guys like Nadam and Rob Brandt, even though he lost to both guys. But still, I mean, let's see. I think he's not that young either. I believe he's like 35, 36 now. So, yeah, I mean, this might well be the end. We just might have seen his last fight. So, uh, yeah. But also, he hasn't really fought. Even Nadal was already past his prime when Murata beat him or fought him twice, and so that's why it was a rather big leap to fight Golovkin, even at 40 years of age. He has shown that he still is not that past his prime, that far past it. So I see now many people are pushing for a third Canelo fight, but I don't want to see that happen because I don't think Golovkin is in any way capable of beating Canelo now at this point. I mean, he still was taking a lot of punishment from Murata, and that kind of did left some damage for sure. Murata is not like a feather-fisted guy, and if he was to take such punishment from Canelo like he did here, I don't think he would be able to come back, and especially not pull off such a victory like a knockout. Simple as that. So yeah, I mean, I think maybe it's time for him to think about retirement for Golovkin, and especially now that he has won another world title and so not very likely to win anymore, because the others also that are holding titles would be really a tough assignment, like Germán Charles, for instance, and yeah, Demetrius Andrade. I'm not sure if he still holds the title. Anyway, yeah, I think this should be like the end of his road as a fighter. Alright, so that was a really good fight. I really enjoyed watching it, and yeah, yeah. What else can you say? Nothing. We'll see what happens next. Alright, see you. Take it easy. Bye bye.